Welcome back, everyone. This year, over 3 million students will graduate from high school. 70% of them will enroll in college, and according to our next guest, 100% of their parents will be pulling their hair out.
And to help you through the costly and confusing process of getting a kid to college, Nancy Berk wrote College Bound and Gagged, which made a cameo in the movie Admission with Tina Fey and Paul Rudd, which recently opened. Welcome to Daytime, Nancy.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
You know, I remember when I was going off to college, my parents were those people pulling their hair out because it was like, how are we going to pay for this? You better get every scholarship in the world. I mean, the pressure was on.
It was.
How do you muddle through it all?
Well, and it's worse. It's different than when I was in college and my my fellow parents were in college, and so it's very different. And plus, you're at a time when kids are procrastinating and they're overwhelmed. It's their junior year of high school and grades count. So you have to be on top of things as a parent, but you have to let the kid drive the process, and it can be very difficult.
How do you get the kid to drive the process?
Well, I mean, you have to have the child take control. They're the ones who need to be calling the admissions office, not the parent. You can't fake your child's voice, writing it on the essay, or calling them. And parents do this. I talked to plenty of admissions officers and the stories they could tell.
Well, who did you write College Bound and Gagged for? Is it for the kids, or is it for the parents? Is it for parents both?
Both can find value in the contents, but really it was for parents, because what happened is, as a clinical psychologist, as a parent, and as a professor, and I'd sat on tons of admissions committees, when I went through this with our older son, I was so confused and stressed out and is more anxious about the SAT than he was. And so I said to my husband, there has to be some humor in this. Can't find it yet. But I want to lay things out so parents can understand it, find the humor, and take tips away to save money and to save your sanity.
Is there really humor in the process? Where did you find it?
There is humor, and as well in the admission movie, but it's things like you drive hours and hours to a school that your child has to see, and you get there and he says, I don't like it. Don't need to get out of the car.
Don't need to get out of the car.
5 hours later.
Yes. My one son said this school looks too much like Ohio.
Oh my gosh.
We had nothing against Ohio, but you know, the rationale is crazy.
Well, you know, money is a big anxiety producer in all of this. So what can you share as far as some good money-saving tips for parents who have kids going off to college?
Well, first of all is touring. You can tour virtually before you tour in real life.
Right.
So, and there are plenty of sites where you can view the schools online. For instance, well, first, always do it at the school site, because they show their school in the best light, and that's important to see their side of it. But then there are sites like unigo.com, collegeprowler.com that allow you to travel virtually and get student side of that. So save money that way. You can ask for a waiver for the application fees.
Really?
Oh, interesting.
Yes, and then how you apply can be different. You might be less likely to get scholarship money if you apply early decision, because what happens is when you apply early decision, you're saying, I'm going no matter what, and you sign on the dotted line.
It's all about preparation.
Absolutely. Yep.
College Bound and Gagged is the name of the book, and lots of really important information in there.
Terrific. Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. We'll be right back.